Alright, how you guys doing today? I'm going to show you how I service my truck, how you should service a high mileage truck. This is how I do it. Everybody does it different. I'm sure you're going to have your own opinion about how I didn't do it. I didn't do it right. This is how I do it. It's worked great for me. My truck has 250,000 miles. I haven't had much problems out of it. It's been a good truck. First we're going to start with servicing what all I do underneath the hood. I always start up here. So first thing I do, check the oil, check it, see if it's low or not. My truck doesn't use any oil between services, normally doesn't, so I know if the oil's low, I have a problem. After I do that, I'll go ahead and crawl underneath the truck, and I will pull my drain plug, which is right there. I'll let it drain. While that's draining, I do my checks underneath the hood. Check my coolant, which is right here. You want to be careful because there will be pressure on this. If your truck was running, if it's hot, so be careful with that. Air filter, there's 4 screws. Pull that off, check it. Brake fluid's over here. You can just glance at that. It's pretty easy. That's the top or the max, and then down here is your minimum. And then of course your washer fluid. I'm gonna check that. Check your batteries, connections, make sure they're not loose. You want to check your belt. This is just quick glancing and stuff, just observation of everything. Power steering fluid's down here, you want to check that. Look for any oil leaks, just a quick glance. Don't see any. So that's what I do underneath the hood. Next I'm going to show you what I do underneath the truck. Alright, so the first thing I check, because it's closest to the front, what I do with my creeper, there we go, is you want to check your front transfer case. It does leak. Not really too worried about that. It doesn't leak a whole lot. That right there is your fill plug. I usually fill it to where it's overfilling just a little bit, and then the drain plug. I usually change this about every 20,000 miles. Yeah, about 20,000 miles probably. It just kind of varies. If I check it and the fluid's a little milky or has shavings in it, I'll change it prematurely, but normally I don't. So after the front transfer case, you want to check your transfer case. Fill plugs right there. See if I can get a little better. That's where you check it at. And of course the drain is down there. This right here is usually about the same as the front. About every 20,000 miles. This does leak, so I fill it up every service or every other service. And then after that, we're going to check the rear end. So here's the rear end. You check it right here, and then the drain is underneath there. This you can change every 100,000 miles, probably. I've only checked this or changed it probably once or twice. It doesn't leak, so I don't check this every service. Probably about every 10,000 miles I check it. Unless you see a leak, then it's good to check it. Then after that, you want to grease your truck. Front, rear U-joints, both drive shafts. We got a front one and the back one. I don't think the front one has grease points. Every truck differs, so it's always good to check if you just got a truck. And then of course the front drive shaft, U-joint, and then your inner and outer tie rods will have a grease fitting, and then your upper and lower ball joint will also have a grease fitting. I don't know if you can see that right there. The grease fitting right there. And then up top, your tie rod right here. Inner tie rod, both sides. Idler arm right here. And then over here, of course, your pitman arm. Has a grease fitting. Of course, the other side. And then, of course, that's pretty much everything you check underneath the truck. And then, of course, you can check what your U-joints look like and if they're loose. You can just get like a pry bar. So after you check all that, your oil's probably drained. So you can put your plug back on and unscrew your oil filter. You always want to make sure that there's a little ring around it. You want to make sure that that came off with the old one. Put a little oil around it. If you can, fill your oil filter up with your new oil filter up with new fluid. Stick it back on there. I don't get them real tight. I usually get them a little tighter, hand tight. And then you want to put the correct amount of oil. This takes 6 quarts. I usually put 5 quarts of 5W30 Pennzoil high mileage and then a quart of Lucas. I've been doing that last couple of services. Works great, but I highly recommend it, especially for higher mileage vehicles. And then the one last thing you can do after you get everything checked is start your truck up, let it idle for a few minutes, and then you can check your transmission fluid. Every vehicle is different. Some's in neutral, some's in park. It'll say on the actual dipstick the correct way to check it. This one you have to have running and park. So you want to do that. I think that's the last thing. Of course, you can check your lights if you want. I don't really do that. I think that's pretty much it.